Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time. This is going to be my final installment of the Pride Month specific recs for specific genres. And this is the thriller slash mystery slash couldn't fit into another video. I have picked 5 books like all the other videos, and they are all LGBTQI in some way, so this is really exciting. I was really excited to make this video because I feel like I've read quite a bit of thriller slash mysteries that I've really enjoyed that's had like lesbians or like asexuality and all that, so this is the one that I was most looking forward to. And the first one on this list is probably one of my favorite books ever. It's called She is a Haunting, and actually my friend Peace Cat also loved this book and gave it 5 stars. I'm just now seeing that on Storygraph. But this is a thriller slash horror, and the main character is sapphic. I can't remember if she's lesbian or bisexual, but she is definitely sapphic. So it also has like the POC representation, and I really loved this book because of the romance dynamics, because it's like not necessarily a point, but it is still like up the point. But a little bit of the plot, just to give you a little bit to make you want to read it, is this house pretty much eats people, or like eats up families in a way that I can't tell you. But the main character it takes place in Vietnam. Yeah, it says a house with a terrifying appetite haunts a broken family in this atmospheric horror perfect for fans of Mexican Gothic. But like she wakes up like paralyzed and like bugs are on her, or like yeah, it's sapphic, but it's not like the most point. So I would say this is a good book to read if you want sapphic undertones. Like if you don't want like a full-on romance, this is like a thriller with the sapphic undertones, and I really love it for that reason, because you're still getting all the good stuff of a horror book, but you're also still getting that like important representation. And yeah, that's why this is on this list. And then the second book is actually called Angels Before Man, which is a trilogy. I haven't read the other ones yet because I just haven't had time. But God, I loved this book. This book is technically a fantasy, but I put it on this list because I consider this a really dark book. This is pretty much the retelling of Satan's Fall, but make it gay. Like, it literally follows Satan with his journey with God, and then it follows Satan's journey to like falling and being evil, and the author makes it very gay. And this has some of the most beautiful writing that I've ever read in a dark book. I can't even remember what my review was. I read it so long ago. My review was, Jesus, this book ripped me open and scarred me. I said I finished it an hour ago, and I've just been sitting here contemplating my life and purpose. I wish I could write my memory and read this all over again for the first time. I really should read the other books. I don't know why I haven't. Like, I'm so surprised that I haven't gotten to those books. I definitely should make it like a priority for the end of the year. I'm getting off track. But I would say that I would really recommend this for people who like darker books, darker LGBT books. Because the first half is cozy, because obviously it's like Lucifer is with God, and it's like happy and sunshine, and the second book gets dark as hell, pun not intended. So I would not recommend this to anyone that like only wants cozy. Like, if you want a book that goes from cozy to dark really, really fast, this is a really good book, and the representation is quite beautiful. Like, it's a gay, but it's also like the author doesn't like genderifying the angels, so like the angels are kind of like more like non-binary, and I've never seen that done before, because usually when you talk about like religious books or like religious context, it's like God's a man, angels are females, or angels are males. Like, it's never like they're above gender, and this author does do that above gender representation of religion, which I really, really enjoyed. I'm not even religious, but I feel like I could connect more with religion if it's not so like rooted in gender. Like, when you take it above gender, it's like a lot easier for me personally to agree with. But I do recommend. This is one of my darker picks, and it's beautiful, and it's obviously tragic because, you know, we all know what happens to Satan. But I would really recommend, and maybe I'll read the other ones and get back to you guys in the future, and then be able to recommend this even more. And yeah, so the next one is a true thriller. It's called Ace of Spades. This book, when I tell you guys, I bought this book, gave it 5 stars, gave it to my friend Lauren, who gave it 5 stars, and then I gave it to my friend Paris, who anticipates giving it 5 stars. This book is so good that it's become the book of, like, the Sisterhood of Traveling book, pretty much. Like, anytime my friend finishes a book, we're going to keep giving it to other people because we need people to read this book. This is a book about racism and homophobia and being black and being gay, but it also has, like, this weird, like, secret, not like a society thing, but, like, the high school that they're in, there's a secret, and I can't even tell you, but there's, like, an anonymous bully, so it's giving, like, Get Out meets Gossip Girl meets Pretty Little Liars, and it is YA, but I feel like even if you're not a young adult, I feel like you could really eat this up. It's so good, but it's a private academy, but I had no problem, like, enjoying this, and the representation is definitely there. It's definitely a part of, like, the book. Like I said, the book is about systematic racism and LGBTQ identity with, like, a high stakes, like, in the environment. So I don't know, all of these are going to be dark. Like, none of these are light reads. So I think that's why I can't really tell you too much on the romance side, because there isn't romance. Like, the LGBT representation is usually tragic in these books. And it's not tragic in this book necessarily, but it is it is having to overcome, like, homophobia. Like, it's not easy to be black or gay in this book. And I think it would be a really good book if you want to learn more about those themes. And then the 4th book is actually a book that I read in Allie's book club, the Tiny Terror mentioned, because I do adore Allie. This book is called Dirty Heads. It is one of my better ones that I've read in Tiny Terrors, but this one is one of the few that's actually gay. This is a horror. What is it even about? It's been so long since I read this. It's a story about a man who dreads growing up, pretty much, and instead of growing up, he dreams about becoming a monster. And it's like a cosmic horror, like, but it's also like it's like a cosmic horror, but it also has, like, coming of age, like, plot lines, and it's kind of terrifying. And the cover is actually terrifying. Like, it's one of the scarier covers that I've read, but it also, like, represents what's actually in the book. Sometimes when you read thriller books or horror books, they don't always have good covers that actually represents the books, but this one actually does. It's actually kind of terrifying. And this is a book about, once again, it's like the author is gay, and it's, like, not really accepted in that time, and he has to, like, overcome homophobia, but it's, like, also the homophobia is, like, eating away at him, and it's good. I really recommend it. This one is hard to, like, give you the premise of, like, the sexuality, because it's just, like, wowza. So I guess with this one I have to kind of give you more plot than it's there. Okay, it's there. And then the last book is called Ecstasia by Claire Lagarde, and let me tell you, I just realized this is the second book that I have on here about religion. I would not recommend this book if you are religious. That's all I'm going to say. I say that out of respect and love. This book kind of goes against religion. So this is a book about a girl who lives in a village that is pretty much a religious cult. And it's rooted very much in religion. And it is a book about how religion is not great. And religion is doing bad things to women. And it just so happens that the main character is also sapphic. So it's like dystopian horror with, like, the feminism and religious trauma, but also, like, being sapphic and all of this wrapped up. And it's really good. I gave it a 4.75 at the time that I read it, and it's by one of my favorite authors. But it says, this terrifying YA from New York Times bestselling author Claire Lagarde follows a girl who joins a coven to protect her village from a powerful religious cult. And yeah, it's just a lot about how religion is lying to us. So, like I said again, I would not read this if you're religious at all. Or that, like, don't read it if you would be upset about what they're saying. Like, obviously this is, like, fiction. It's not saying that religion really is this way. It's like a book about fictional religion, but like don't read it if you're sensitive to that kind of stuff. It's so good though. These are the 5 books that I recommend to people that have LGBTQIA elements, but seeing as these are all thriller or horror or darker books, it is harder to dive into the LGBT elements because a lot of the times these are just like people having to overcome homophobia or like trying to be gay and like fighting for their lives kind of situations. And I just really enjoyed these kinds of books. I'm always curious to see how horror and thriller authors are going to fit in the representation, and I do feel like it's done very, very well. But yeah, this is the video, and I hope that you guys like this. You can let me know if you've read any of these, or if I've convinced you to read any of these, and this is the final installment. Let me know if these kinds of videos interest you, because maybe I can do it for other things. Like maybe I can be like specific niche genres videos in the future. Like it doesn't have to be Pride ones. But I thought I had a lot of fun with this. I had a lot of fun going through my favorite books and be able to tell you them and give you like niche genres recommendations. So I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you guys next week. And it's almost the end of June. I hope everyone's having a happy Pride Month, and I hope that you've had a chance to be gay in whatever capacity that you want to. I hope that you're feeling safe and that you're feeling loved. And I'm having a pretty good one. So this is it. This is bye for now, friends.